If school or tutoring isn't working, it often shows up like this. Confidence, often in maths, where your daughter freezes, doesn't answer questions, or says, "I don't get it." Focus, maybe in English, where your son starts drifting when it feels boring or pointless. And for some, it's struggling, often in science, where confusion builds quietly until they stop trying. Different subjects, same problem, and you are the one left carrying it. Trying to help, not to push too hard, and wondering if you're making things better or worse. You're not alone. Most parents I speak to are told things like, "She lacks confidence, he needs to focus." They're struggling. But those aren't solutions. They're labels for not knowing what to do next. And when nothing changes, it feels personal, like you're failing them, especially when you're working harder than they are. I need to be honest with you. School doesn't know how to fix this. And even if they did, they don't have the time to fix it for your child. So they fall back on the same pattern. More worksheets with longer explanations, dumbing down the work, or moving on before the gap is actually fixed. What that teaches your child, it's subtle. They stop asking questions or switch off when it feels hard, quietly deciding it's not worth trying. When that happens, confidence takes a hit, focus starts to drift, and struggle, that gets reinforced. Traditional tutoring makes the same mistakes, more worksheets, more long explanations, while the gap gets quietly harder to climb. And while that's happening, you're the one pushing harder, carrying the worry and feeling the weight. I know this because I've spent 25 years in schools, tuition centres, watching capable children slowly zone out. Not because they couldn't do it, but because over time they learned it wasn't safe to try. And that's when I learned something important. Confidence, focus, struggling. These don't cause problems in maths, English or science. They are the symptoms. Later, I'm going to show you exactly why pushing harder hasn't worked and what's really blocking their learning, and how parents can get clear on what really helps without pressure or labels. At the end, you'll have the option to get a no-cost evaluation, a calm, no-pressure conversation where you can leave clear on what actually helps your child. Before you scroll, watch the videos below. Each one breaks down confidence, focus, struggling, and the chances are one might sound familiar.